tough to judge the offense because they were so good defensively?
Yeah, I mean, there's different dynamics to why, and I mean, there's if you have a mistake and if you leave somebody totally either unblocked or you don't if you drop a ball or whatever that case it is that's not allowing you to put yourself in a position to have a chance, then it makes it tough. And obviously the defense did a lot of good things today, but we've seen good balance throughout fall camp, and I thought the offense we just need to be better and get opportunities. That's something that we got to take advantage of.
You don't ever put limitations on what you expect by kids when they get there, but is Ricky Knight exceeded expectations?
No, I like what I'm seeing from him. He had a couple of really good plays today. I think that young DB group is you're growing in their confidence. Obviously, Ricky coming in, got here in the summer. I've seen some great flashes, and there's still a lot of areas where he gets to continue to grow. Just understanding some of the things physically, but I like what I see from him, and I think he's definitely on the right path.
Saturday's first scrimmage situation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're going to go through basically how we've done with our first scrimmage. A lot of different things I want to see our guys have to be able, the situations I want to put them in, and to see how they kind of respond to that. And we'll have a good. It'll be a good work day. And it's going to be be a night scrimmage. So obviously we'll get we'll get in the stadium, kind of work through that. But I'm excited to see the guys go out and be able to work and execute.
DeAndre Jones, he's clearing a few people out today. I guess how have the guards looked in general, and how's DeAndre been doing?
Yeah, I think that group is really, they're doing a great job of within their own room of competing. But I think the size, the strength, the ability to move people is something that's exciting. And Keandre is, the work that he's put in. I think that. You see the second year growth. He played good football and played a solid amount for us a year ago. But you see that him taking another step. You see some of the newcomers. I've really been pleased with Richie. I really like him. TJ, Rizzy coming in. You have that type of growth, and then guys that have been here. Bryson Estes has been out. I haven't really got into it, but he'll be back hopefully this next week. To see him jump back in and be able to compete there. Julian is continuing to work, but it's a really good group and a lot of competition in it. So, but I think KJ's done a great job for us.
How's Brian Courtney been doing?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with Brian. I think he's going into his third year. I think he's taken great steps. Kyle has been outstanding. I know I mentioned that. I think you see Brian and his speed and just understanding the position. He came here as a quarterback. Really had to learn a lot. He's played some linebacker since he's been here, so he kind of done it all, just trying to find opportunities to impact. And I think that just his work ethic, the consistency, and in that he's so very smart, and you're seeing that translate into his game. So I like what he's doing. I definitely think he's going to help us.
Have you liked Lola Hea and Durajai? What have you thought of those two?
Yeah,
guys?
they've done a good job, and Sione has just been. You see how active he is. He plays really hard, really physical. Tomoa is he plays. He's very active and very versatile. He's done a great job with his body throughout the summer. He's somebody that I think is going to give us great production. As long as he can continue to focus on the discipline and the detail of the reps. I think that's he's doing a lot of learning. But I think both those guys have. They were what we're hoping of bringing. You see those traits, and now it's just continuing to build a consistency of it.
DeAndre played a lot of football before he came here. When a guy comes in that's played so much and started, always open to learning.
Well, it's always about getting better, and a year ago, we had Meach was an all-conference player for us. Keandre came in and played, but there was competition, and you see the identity, of guys that you bring in, and maybe it's not as quick or as fast in transition as what they want, but he kept working, he kept getting better, and the doors opened, and I think he's taking advantage of that in the off season. Really a great leader, and a great guy in that room, and I'm proud of him.
Wayne McCoy was one of the bright spots today. How impressive is it to see how much you can take on?
Yeah, I think Luane's got a real shot to make an impact for us, and I think that he's taken advantage of opportunities. I love his game. Being here in the spring, we saw the early flashes. He had a small injury that kept him from the last 6-7 practices, but I mean, he's carried it over throughout the summer. He really had a good summer, and today was a great step for him. He's had some good plays, but I thought you saw him playing fast today, and that was encouraging to see.
Cam Davis made some big plays as well.
Yeah, Cam is he's another guy who was here this spring. You just see confidence building and the things he's being asked to do. Cam is got great acceleration. He's built really well. I mean, he's a strong back, very versatile in what he can do. But I'm proud of the work that he's putting in. Him, Mackay. That's going to be a good group to see continue to push and see if they can earn a role here with this team this season. But definitely they're on the right track.
Feel good?
All right, thank you guys. Sorry for the delay.
Have a good day.
So what's been the biggest difference since spring to now for you?
Just being intentional, getting closer to the season, taking it day by day, approaching it every day, just attacking every day, as far as scheme, technique, just things of that nature.
When we talked to you when you first came here, Coach Showtime was a big reason why. What's it been like working with you so closely?
It's everything I dreamed for, playing for a coach like that, as well as Coach Norvell. Coach Pat playing at the highest level, being a Pro Bowler, just giving us the tips and tricks, of being a great DB and being successful at it. Just making plays on the ball.
You got Fentrell on one side, Azari on the other, Shaheem's behind him. How confident do you feel with the group that you guys have?
I feel real confident with those killers behind me. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of ball players on that side of the ball, especially in the secondary, like you said. And 2 boys on the outside with shot behind me. I feel great, confidence-wise, having those guys around me.
Is this an aggressive, attacking? How would you kind of characterize this defense so far?
Yeah, we're definitely aggressive. We're going to make plays on the ball. We're going to attack the ball at the highest point. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
You've had a chance to play with some really good cornerbacks before. I guess how do Fentrell, AZ kind of stack up and compare to them?
Shoot, like you said, I played with some great DBs before, prior to this, but I feel like we can match up with anybody, in the country. And I feel like we have the best guys to match up with anybody in the country. We're going to do that. We're going to put that on display this year for y'all.
What's the challenge? Slot corner versus outside corner. Is it much different?
Yeah, I would say, in my opinion, I think it's a bit harder. But I accept the challenge because you're typically on those slot guys, those quicker move guys, that can create separation, two-way releases. So I feel like it's a bit challenging. Yeah, that's how I feel about the slot position.
Does it force you to be involved in the run game more?
Definitely. You're closer to the football, to the line of scrimmage, so you definitely have to have your big boy pads on, as well as being on top of your technique, because any play can happen. They can run your way. You got to be in a run fit. So you got to be a dog with that, and you got to be able to play with receivers and play top down on the football and just make plays on the football in the air.
Who are some wide receivers that you like to go against in practice to kind of sharpen your skills?
I like to go against Deuce. Jakai, especially, he's a quicker move guy. Deuce, being a bigger receiver, him getting his hands on me, me getting his hands on me. So, I'm able to work my physicality with him. Those two are the 2 guys that I typically face the most.
How tough of an assignment is Jakai?
He's a good receiver, explosive receiver. Like I said, he's in that slot. He's a quick and move guy. So he has the shimmies and the shakes, for him to get off the line, especially being at that inside position, with the 2-way goes. So he's definitely a guy for that position.
With your dad being a great DB, did he give you the choice of playing offense when you were younger, or were you a DB from day one?
I actually played running back. I first started off at quarterback. I used to run QB draws all the time. I transitioned to running back. Towards my end of my PE days, I started to move to the DB position. That's when he started increasing his the language, giving me the game as far as those things. I started playing DB towards the end of my little league days.
Seems like there's a lot of fast guys on offense. I guess what
said he was the fastest guy.
kind of challenges does that provide when you guys are going like good on good in practice?
Just being able to stay on top of those guys, working that technique. Because, you know, like I said, they can't give you two-way goals. But, yeah, like you said, fast. We're playing against fast guys. You know, we're going to face a lot of fast guys this year. So, you know, just being able to stay on top of those guys, you know, as they're trying to create separation, I feel like that's a good thing for us as we work on that.
You looking forward to playing that early game before everybody else is really playing, like week 0?
Definitely. I feel like we got a great opportunity, you know, to showcase our talents in Ireland, you know, as a DB unit, and y'all will see we'll put it on display for y'all.
Have you heard anything about the mini camp you guys are going to have at UNF at Jacksonville? Have the guys told you anything about those days?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
What are you bracing for?
You talking about Jacksonville?
Yeah, in a week from now, I guess.
It's going to be tough. That's what everybody says. It's going to be tough. You know, we're just ready to take on the challenge. You know, like I said, just compete with each other, against each other day by day. You know, iron sharpens iron. That's what we're going to do.
Ricky Knight makes up plays about every day. I mean, what have you kind of seen from him?
You know, Rick, that's my dog. You know, from the 561 area. You know, just him going out there and competing. You know, at a young age. You know, I've seen a lot of great things in him. You know, respecting a lot from Rick this year. You know, being a young guy, you know, you throw him in the slot. You know, he's starting to work at the nickel position some. You know, he's out there on the island as well. Y'all see him making plays. You know, that's what we do.
I know you can't control your health to a certain degree, that the injuries that you've had. I mean, I guess first of all, how good do you feel right now, and how has that made you maybe a better football player, what you've had to go through so far?
You know, I feel great right now. You know, I'm at 100%. You know, just facing those injuries, you know, it's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to dig through it, play through them. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I feel great right now.
Go good. All right. Thanks, Earl.
Thanks, man.